Jack the Ripper. In the autumn of 1888, the streets of Whitechapel in London were shrouded in fear as a series of gruesome murders unfolded, perpetrated by an elusive figure known only as Jack the Ripper. This unidentified serial killer's heinous acts have become some of the most infamous crimes in history, igniting endless speculation and fascination. The legend of Jack the Ripper endures, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the heart of a city. The first confirmed victim, Mary Ann Nichols, was discovered on August 31, 1888. Her body was found in Bucks Row, her throat slashed and her abdomen mutilated. The brutality of the crime shocked the public and police alike, but it was only the beginning. A little over a week later, on September 8, Annie Chapman was found in Hanbury Street, similarly brutalized. The precision of the mutilations suggested that the killer possessed some anatomical knowledge, leading to speculation that Jack the Ripper might have medical training. The horror continued with the discovery of Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes on the same night, September 30, in what became known as the double event. Stride was found in Dutfield's yard with her throat cut, but without the mutilations seen in the previous cases. This led some to believe the Ripper had been interrupted. Less than an hour later, Eddowes was found in Mitre Square, her body savagely mutilated. The killer had left behind a piece of her apron, smeared with blood and feces, which was later found in Goulston Street along with a cryptic message scrawled on a wall, further deepening the mystery. The final canonical victim, Mary Jane Kelly, was discovered on November 9 in her room at Miller's Court. Her murder was the most horrific of all, with extensive mutilations that defied description. The room was a bloodbath, and the nature of the crime indicated that the Ripper had taken his time, ensuring his work was as grotesque as possible. This final murder solidified Jack the Ripper's place as one of history's most terrifying figures. The police investigation, led by Inspector Frederick Aberline, struggled to make headway. The Ripper's ability to navigate the labyrinthine streets of Whitechapel, combined with a lack of forensic technology, left authorities chasing shadows. The media frenzy that accompanied the murders added to the pressure, with newspapers printing sensational stories and speculative theories that often hindered the investigation. Hundreds of letters purportedly from the Ripper flooded police stations, but only a few, such as the infamous Dear Boss letter, are considered potentially genuine. These letters, with their taunting tone and signature, Jack the Ripper, gave the killer his enduring moniker. Suspects ranged from local butchers and medical students to prominent figures such as the painter Walter Sickert and even members of the British royal family. One of the most compelling suspects was Montague John Druitt, a barrister and teacher who was found drowned in the Thames shortly after the final murder. His death, coupled with certain circumstantial evidence, led some to believe he was the Ripper. However, the true identity of Jack the Ripper remains a subject of intense debate and speculation. The impact of Jack the Ripper on Victorian society was profound. The murders highlighted the stark contrast between the wealth of London's West End and the poverty-stricken East End. They exposed the harsh realities of life in Whitechapel, where overcrowding, poverty, and vice were rampant. The Ripper's victims, often depicted as mere prostitutes in the press, were a stark reminder of the vulnerability of women in such conditions. The case also spurred changes in policing and forensic methods, as the limitations of contemporary investigative techniques became painfully evident. Over a century later, the legend of Jack the Ripper continues to captivate. Numerous books, movies, and documentaries have explored the case, each offering new theories and interpretations. Modern technology, including DNA analysis, has been employed in attempts to solve the mystery, but none have definitively identified the killer. The allure of Jack the Ripper lies not only in the gruesomeness of his crimes but in the enduring enigma of his identity. As we delve into the dark history of Jack the Ripper on True Crime, we will explore the lives of his victims, the frantic police efforts to catch him, and the myriad of theories that have emerged over the years. Join us as we journey back to the foggy streets of Victorian London, piecing together the clues left behind by one of history's most notorious killers. The tale of Jack the Ripper is a chilling reminder that sometimes, the scariest monsters are those that walk among us.